Now, the federal government and major cement manufacturers have agreed to peg the price of 50 kg bags of cement between 7,000 and 8,000 naira. Minister of Works and Housing, David Umahi, disclosed this to journalists on Monday after a prolonged meeting with major manufacturers in Abuja. The Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria had lamented the rising cost of cement, saying it would worsen the country's economy. Redan said there is economic hardship in the country and the upward trajectory of cement prices would exacerbate the already difficult situation for Nigerians, particularly those working in the real estate sector. Well, Arise analyst Dayo Sobowale joins us now to discuss the deal between cement manufacturers and the federal government on the price of the product and how stakeholders could help stabilize prices. Good afternoon, Mr. Sobowale. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure being here as usual.
Great. Now, let's get straight into it. Given the parameters that the manufacturers described were causing hardship for them in their sector, gas prices, smuggling, poor road networks, amongst other things, how sustainable is this price fixing?
It has been fixed. Let us discuss that first before talking of sustainability.
Sure.
I've been talking about intervention. This is a path in that direction. No government can preside over its own economic liquidation, which is what free market, non-intervention policies are always about. This is a lesson for other sectors in the economy, especially those selling food, because food is crucial now. And it's a form of negotiation. What maybe even the government or even the World Bank, who are our referees, those watching over our adherence to free market practices. The word they fear is intervention of government in the marketplace. Although their marketplace, I wonder where it is, because definitely it's a marketplace devoid of human values. But what has happened now is that there has been a negotiation between a key industry and its leadership, and the price has been agreed. Nobody is now talking of the road cost or the market cost, but they know something has to be pegged somewhere, and it's on 7,000 to 8,000. That is what I want done in many sectors. And in addition, they pegged the price, but they said they will set up price monitoring team, because Nigerians are very, 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 very adept and brilliant at undercutting prices or undercutting rules once they are put in place. What the free market protagonists are saying that they should not be seen as intervening in the marketplace. It has to be done, and government does not lose face in that regard. What they need to do now is the price monitoring, then transfer it to other sectors, other stakeholders, talk with them, find out their problems. The problems are on the pages of the newspapers. The rice millers are saying middlemen are the people topping the prices while they are not selling. And people are even calling on government to start importing price again. But they said no, they themselves are the one, fishing out those disrupting the market. So it's not a case for free market. It is not a case for a planned economy. You get me? But it is a case for a government to be alive to its responsibilities of monitoring production and distribution of foods and services on its territory. Government has started in the right direction. They should explore it further in other fields of human endeavor, especially with regard to food, because food security is the priority of this government. And it must make sure that food gets distributed and sold at affordable prices to Nigerians. That's the business of government.
Also, Mr. Sobowale, of course, I know you've been clamoring for intervention, and I'm sure you're really glad to see this. But when it comes to stabilizing cement prices in Nigeria, what more would you like to see? Because, of course, that's important in the long run.
Of course. That's why the price monitoring is being put in place, because they know how adept people are, which I just said. The price monitoring, you see, we had this thing before. We had them before. Maybe during military rule and things like that. And prices, you see, people were deterred. They were punished for hoarding, for selling prices. See Nigeria, they closed a shop in Abuja. And you go on the internet, you see the sort of nasty things people have said against government, talking of dictatorship. See, people are baiting government in this place, baiting government to do something. And then when it tries to do it, they just start attacking again. See the issue of state policing that we have been talking about. Some activists have started narrating how it will fail, how the governments will turn their thugs into policemen and they will batter their opponents and all that. You see, it's like making crippling criticisms that does not give room for government to perform. I'm not holding brief for government, but we need some respite. We are ever into politics, but we've done election is passed. Let the government concentrate and plan and execute programs, not negativity. Seeing everything that government does as bound to fail. It does not help anybody. It creates unnecessary tension in the land, and it's called what is called political pathology. It's a disease. You should get out of it. What is important now is that government should monitor the prices of cement, create similar bodies, commodities bodies to like that of cement, buy purchases from farmers, farm marketers, buy them, and find people to resell them to Nigerians. Some people have even gone further that they should not allow politicians to resell the products because they know what's on the ground. But human beings have to do them, and they have to be Nigerians anyway, because it's only Nigerians like Libya. So it's a common problem, which if faced positively with a positive attitude and a will to succeed, like the Eagles did at Ivory Coast, we will get there one way or the other. Yes.
Mr. Sobowale, some people might say that the cement industry is a little bit different because it's an oligarchy. You bring Dangote, Boa, and Lafarge to the table, and you're able to make effective, implementable decisions concerning the Nigerian market in its entirety. Food, of course, we know is much more complex than that. How does this intervention become something that can be implemented? Because one can understand the hesitation in going ahead because there's so many players on the ground. How would you go about this?
That's what I just narrated. Mm-hmm. That's what I won't repeat myself.
So you feel that it's all about the will of the...
I left cement and went into food.
Yes.
And I even mentioned the nature of distribution. And that the politicians should not be involved with the distribution because of their partisanship. And you are still asking.
Yes, but how do you police it? You can't police it.
Why can't you not police it?
So are you going to go to every farm and every retail and every...
We have done it before. Government is government. Government makes rules and insists on its rules being obeyed. That's the rule of law. If government sets in place a tax monitoring force, of course it has to be backed with security people.
Which security people when we have a security crisis as well?
Oh, so the entire country is in chaos? Is that what you are saying?
Your words,
is that what you are praying for? No, please. Government is in place. You get me? Government is in place. And you see, I will give you a different example. The president of the EU is campaigning, and those are the people who give us economic ideas. He's campaigning for re-election. You know what he said? He said, she's a woman, she's a lady. She said that they are going to fight insecurity. They will increase budget for defense, and they will protect their economy, and they will fight disinformation. All those problems are rampant here in Nigeria. They are rampant in Nigeria. So we must defend ourselves. Security. See, you now, you have transferred security to all aspects of life. Whereas if there was no security, would you be sitting there discussing as you are doing? So we must defend our people, defend our territory, protect our economy. What the EU is saying to protect the economy includes making sure that we keep on selling to them, and they keep on selling finished products to us. And we are an import-driven economy. You get me? You should break out of that shackle and be in a position to be selling things to them too. But not with the free market theories or negative attitude to governance. You get me? It is not on. You must give government, which we elected in the first instance, benefit of doubt to do things. Not all of us yelling as if hell is falling. No, hell is falling. We are still, by the grace of God, we are still on our toes. Let the government live up to its responsibility. We can monitor them. We can keep them on their toes. For God's sake, let them breathe and walk.
Okay.
Right.
Well, if we come back to the cement aspect, Mr. Sobowale, just wondering if you foresee any difficulty or opposition when it comes to multi-sector dialogue in this cement aspect specifically.
That is where the power of government comes in. If government summons you that you are doing this and that, you show up, see how the FCC works. The FCC is working with the rich and mighty, but when they summon them, they know the force of government is at their doorstep. They comply. You see, it is when people don't respect government that government failure is on the horizon. We are still far from that here. And I'm sure the government has not invoked its full powers. Yes, the people are angry. People are hungry. And everybody is saying that. But then we should not be hysterical to a point where we destabilize our own government with our own hands. That is my take for now. Next question.
Now, those who met have agreed to re-engage in 30 days.
What?
That's those, the federal government, the Minister of Works and the representatives from the cement manufacturers have agreed to reconnect in 30 days, I suppose to assess, how this initial 30-day period would have gone. Given the challenges that we know contribute to the increase and the pressure on the price of cement, what do you expect to happen in the next 30 days? Especially when you look at something like poor road networks, for example. We know that nothing can be done in the next 30 days.
That's right.
But what do you think that 30 days is a realistic window for them to reconvene and speak?
To reconvene.
Yes.
Not enough time to do all the roads. But then they have the intention to do that. Now people are getting to know that 24 hours make one day. And if there are some, even in economics, if you make some measures now, it's not immediately that they will be reflected on inflation, on price. They take time. These policies have a reverberating effect. In fact, in some instances, I've seen people who have campaigned on new policies, you get me, to get re-elected, but those policies never manifested gains for them to get re-elected. It is a human situation. We say ceteris paribus in economy, but it never is, because you are talking of human phenomenon. Human circumstances are different. The context are different. The conditions are different. And the variables are always different. But you see, planning needs to be done. Planning needs to be done. And execution of policies have to be given time to manifest itself. What is the saying? Rome was not built in a day. It's ever applicable to our situation. It's good to be in a hurry, but not in a hurry that you get hysterical unnecessarily and upset things. Economic policies, when put on the ground, have to be given time for implementation and for examination and to yield the desired results. Now, the other time you are talking that the cement people are oligarchs. Yes, it's not every Nigerian who can afford to build a house, but it is not a sin to dream of owning a house. Do you get me now? So if the cost of building it is coming down, hope is there that people will rise out of penury and at least be able to build a house in the near future.
Okay. Oh.
Amen.
Well, we look forward to having you in the near future. That we're sure of. Thank you so much, Mr. Dayo Sobowale, for your analysis. We appreciate your time here on Newsday. Thank you.